My name is Rose Folsom, and my business is Virtue Connection. I teach people not only about the virtues like patience and courage and self-control, but I give them the tools to actually put the virtues into practice in their daily lives in those tough situations. I was teaching my first live seminar on the virtues, and I thought, wow, what a fantastic idea to do an evergreen webinar that would be a steady stream of income for me, and newsflash, people wouldn't have to live in my neighborhood to take the class. So it was really a win-win. It seemed like a great thing all the way around. So I signed up for the course. I really didn't have any obstacles about signing up for the course, but the real flag that just gave me that yes, it made me push that button, it was the flow chart that they gave us, where all the if-thens, and none of those paths in that bowl of spaghetti led to failure. It was like no matter what happened, no matter what obstacle that I came across, they were going to help me through a way to tweak it and fix it so that I could move on to the next step. And this was really a new concept to me. It was like, well, you try something. Well, I have to say that I have a lot of perseverance, but this was very daunting. And the confidence that they had that failure is not an option. It's just keep your mind open to your expectations open to what you might need to, how you might need to shift course a little bit to succeed, but that success will definitely happen. They had this confidence. It gave me the confidence knowing that I could succeed in putting on this evergreen home learning course. And that confidence has never left me. The biggest challenges that I've had so far, I think number one is the marketing, because in the spiritual realm, it's not like lower back pain or skin problems. I mean, it's not, I don't think people wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and say, I don't think I'm close enough to God. But yet, it's a concern for people, especially people who have a spiritual life. They want to get closer and closer to God, and the virtues are the way to do it. So, marketing still continues to be a difficulty. The other reason marketing is a difficulty for me is because I like to give people things. I hate to ask people for things. So I have required some coaching from the team, and they've always been there when I needed them. If I need encouragement or advice on next steps, or how do I do this better, they're always there, and they're always positive. And if they don't know the answer, well, they'll find the answer. So you're getting the best brains in the business helping you along the way. But I hate asking people for things. So I needed to get the confidence to realize the value and put the value of what I'm offering top of mind for me, so that I had the confidence to ask people for their opinion. What are their challenges? What would you look for in a course helping you solve your problem, etc. It's still not easy, but I'm getting better at it. Well, I was scared. It was a live Zoom webinar. It was online, but it was live. And even though I knew most of the people in the course, in fact, I think all but one were friends of mine, it was very scary because the expectations were high. Not only did I know that my audience already knew a fair amount about the subject, although it's interesting, I found out they didn't know as much as I thought. So that's something to remember also, is that you need to meet people where they are and not talk from your expertise, but talk from where they are to guide them where they need to go. So I was scared, but I was exhilarated. And I prepared well enough that by the time I got into teaching it, it was actually wonderful. Because then you have the feedback from the students, which you know, sort of eggs you on to more enthusiasm, and that engagement, especially if it's live, you know, the engagement helps everybody be on the same page and feel like they know what's going to happen next. And we're all sort of going there together. We're traveling, we're going on this adventure together. So it's not like the teacher is isolated with a live webinar. The students are right there, and we're doing this thing together. Well, in building the pilot, I'm still building the course right now, but in building the pilot and having the pilot happen and getting the feedback from people, the thing that helped me the most was giving me a vision for why I was doing what I was doing, why I was doing the marketing, why I was asking the questions, why I was building the course, you know, to really narrow down the topic, because teachers always want to tell their students everything they know, and that's the biggest mistake. So they helped me to narrow down the topic to cover much, much less material than I might have wanted to, but to cover it thoroughly. And the students were able to follow, they were engaged, and I got great feedback on the pilot. I would say that if you want to do an online course, this is the place to go, because they will lead you every step of the way. And I would say the number one thing about Course Builders is that they give you the confidence that no matter what obstacle you run across, that the team will help you through it, that there's a way to tweak that and to allow it to work for you, to keep your passion intact, to keep your audience intact and growing, and to get that material out there that you want to share with the world, out there in a way that's fun for you and effective. So I really believe in Course Builders 100%. I encourage you to sign up. I'm really glad I did.